Atta boy. Come on.
I was 185 all my life. I was an athlete at the Y. I worked out every day.
68-year-old Gordon Hearn lived that way just 2 years ago. Now must wear an air tank everywhere he goes. A victim of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, a rare deadly lung disease.
It's a scarring of the lungs. So it prevents the oxygen from getting through to the bloodstream. It's just that the immune system seems to be attacking the interstitial lining of the lungs.
The drug Esprit buys time for people like Gordon. Alberta Health recently began covering cost for the 1 in 100,000 people who suffer with pulmonary fibrosis. For 2 years, Gord Hearn's personal benefits plan paid the hefty fee for his drugs while he awaits a lung transplant.
The fibrosis continues on regardless of whether you're taking the medication or not. It slows the process down, but it doesn't cure the process or stop the progress. I'm now working towards getting on the transplant list because I'm still young enough that I can qualify for a transplant.
Breathe in, breathe out hard.
Respirologist Dr. Lyle Malenka sees progress in treatment of this rare lung disease.
There's been a lot of work being done in pulmonary fibrosis, and what we actually learned was some of the treatment that we had previously recommended was actually detrimental. The therapy that we have now available has been available in Canada for probably the last 2 years, but there's been a delay of approximately a year and a half before it was covered by the provincial drug formulary plans.
Meanwhile, Gordon Hearn waits for a transplant. 40 to 50 are done in Alberta each year.
Well, if you're on the transplant list, you've got to be within a 3-hour window of getting over there. I'm ready. I got my cell phone. I'm ready to go. Let's do this thing. They test your heart, they test your lungs, they test your whole body to see if you can withstand the trauma of going through this operation. It's probably one of the most serious operations that they do.
Just 20% of donated lungs are acceptable for transplant. There's an ongoing need for donations.
In Alberta, we do have a very strong lung transplant program. However, the need vastly outweighs the supply.
Otherwise, hope for long-term survival from idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis in Alberta grows, and the drug becomes even more important after transplant. Gord's dose will triple afterwards.
My expectation is probably in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be a plethora of newer therapy and a greater understanding of this condition.
There's only like 38 transplants done a year. How many people have got these nasty lung diseases that aren't getting the opportunity?
For Go Edmonton, I'm Tim Dancy.
Amen to that.